It's Friday. Hello. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Hello. Hello. I'm waiting for some of you to come here. Bella, would you like to come say hello? No, I don't think she does. Hello. Hello. S-O-Z. Gigi, Zizi, Minigini. Tomas. Ilivanoglu. I'm going to sing everybody's name. Dr. Sukran. That's all my singing I'm going to do. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday to you. Okay, so today it's going to be a little bit about the N word, nurturing. What do you do to nurture you? Salam. What do you do to nurture you? What motivates you to nurture you? What making time for yourself can often be overlooked, and you might make everything else a priority instead of yourself a priority. So that's what I'm going to talk a little bit about today. Right from what I started, what motivates you to nurture you. If when I said that, you're kind of like, huh? What is she talking about? File not found, file not found, file not found. This might be the live for you to get out there and do something to nurture you. And what motivates you to do that? So for me, one of the things that I always knew that I required is hands-on body work, massage, energy healing, exercise, moving my body, listening to music, getting out in the sun, being in the air, and all my life that has the movement in terms of me physically doing and also me also physically receiving. I've always been able to create a balance of that in my life. And sure, there were times that it was more out of balance than in balance. But once I learned that nurturing myself and making me a priority wasn't selfish, it was actually self-ish. And so when I filled myself up, whether doing or receiving, whatever I was facilitating, whatever I was doing in the world, if it was writing a book or doing a talk or a class, always came easily to me. Hello, everybody, welcome. It always came more easily to me, and I had more energy and more time, not more time, but more energy and more space to be full on more of me. And so there was always a balance. And, for myself, I've been working with people in the personal development, mental health field for going on 28 years now. And so a lot more, and when I first started, it was like session after session after session after session after session, 5, 6, 7 days a week. And you do that for a couple of years, and I did that for a couple of years, and you can get pretty burnt out without doing any kind of nurturing and self-care. And I actually did get very, very burnt out at one point and very, very sick. And so I don't recommend you getting sick to wake yourself up to nurturing you, but it does occur. And a sickness can be a dis-ease, just not being so excited about, the work that you're doing when it's what is your soul's purpose or what brings you heart and meaning to your life and what inspires joy. And when that stuff starts to go away, you might want to look at, are you nurturing yourself well enough? Are you giving yourself back what feeds you to fuel your energy to keep giving out? Whether you're a teacher or a parent or a massage therapist or an energy healer or a coach or a therapist or a doctor, a construction worker or anything like that. Whatever we do, taking that time to have the space to find you is very, very important. A lot of times, for example, in relationship, if you get into those conflicts, like if you're in a relationship with your partner, you're like, I just need space. Maybe you don't say it like that. But that feeling inside when you're just like, oh my God, get away from me. Everybody get off of me. Maybe it's just me. But actually, that's one of the things that I noticed, and it kind of surprised me many years ago when I realized this, that that part of just wanting to get everything off of me was because I didn't actually find the space of me. And finding the space of me is things like meditation, dance class, kickboxing class, going for a walk, walking my puppy, talking to the flowers, receiving the sun, doing a project, project that I love to do. I was thinking about one of the new books that I'm writing, and some of the energy healing series that I'm creating behind the scenes, which will be out in a few weeks. Those sorts of things. And when I take that space to do so, and I'm purposely using space, because you create the time, and what are you creating time for? You. So it's actually creating the space for you to be more of you. Hi, everybody that's joined Soul Sense. I love that. I am Caddy, Soleil, Marilyn, Unicornia. Hi. Hello, Lorda. Hi, everybody. Talking about nurturing you, what motivates to keep nurturing you. And what I noticed is when I actually carved out that space for me, and yes, in this reality, I block it off in my calendar, because I'm not the only one that creates things on my calendar. And so I give myself the space when I need it. And thank you. I like the extra G's, and you are amazing. And like this afternoon, I actually particularly require some extra nurturing today. I woke up just tired doing my exercise this morning with my body artist on Zoom. I was like, man, this is just hard today. And it's not like I hadn't done this before, or that particular exercise before. We have workers here. We're going on like 7 months of this construction in the house, which is a dream come true. And, I don't have to give any excuses. I've just been going full on, from 4 a.m. to 7 or 8 p.m. And this has been going on for 6 or 7 months, and let alone my business. And for today, I'm like, if I just do this today, that's enough. I'm going to get a massage. I'm going to do some fun things for myself. But when I start to feel that heaviness in my head, and like I don't really think the way clearly that I usually think, I don't really have the energy to go into the business the way that I want to do. Those are things, my wake-up calls that say, how about something just fell? How about taking time and space for you? So I'm going to do that. Merhaba from Istanbul. Hello. Hi. Nova Luna. Oh my God. Has anybody been watching the moon recently? I'm going to post some pictures on my Facebook. There was this hunter's moon that was blood orange. This kind of moves off the topic of nurturance, but it kind of doesn't. In a way, I just realized. But I've been obsessed with the moon this week. It's a full moon and the hunter's moon, and it was orange for 2 days. And then yesterday it was so bright that it actually reflected off of our pond, that I felt like there were these white energy beams just going all out in the world right now, let alone on my property and through me as I was exercising. And this morning it was just bright, but it was very bright, but it moved. So it was on the river that is behind the house. And I heard the waves crashing and the water flowing, and the moon was just so gorgeous. And those moments when I'm tired, like I was this morning exercising, actually the energy of the moon nurtured me. And I actually talked to the moon as I was talking to Chris, my body artist, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it through it. And I was like, moon, I need your energy. Give me some energy. And sometimes just having that moment of connection with the moon while I'm moving my body. And some of you may say, well, is nurturing you not stopping moving your body? My body didn't want to stop. I just was tired. And so we maneuvered the workout to nurture where I was and what I could do without giving up on what I know that my body requires also. So that's what motivates me, is when I might have a plan, okay, 6 a.m., get on the Zoom for my gym with Chris. Well, this morning we only got to 6:48, and I was like, I'm done. And he's like, that's good because I got to add 2 new exercises in, but today you're done. So you can either keep going or be done. And I basically said, I'm done. Energetically, boom, I was just done. And I sat for like 20 minutes after that. And I was just like, body, you're awesome. So I was just talking to my body. Thank you for being able to move. Thank you for the moon. Thank you for the air. Thank you for Chris. Thank you for starting my day this way. And how else can I nurture you today? And I'm going to really pay attention, which is what my body said today. Pay attention to me. And I looked at my calendar and I'm like, it's been a full-on week. It's been a full-on, I'm going to really listen to you today in a way that you're really beckoning me. And I'm going to take some time. A massage. I have some other things that are planned that are just for me, just for us. And I'm going to go quiet. And I'm going to go into the space that nurtures me. So will you make yourself a priority today? And if you can't do it today, tomorrow. If you can't do it tomorrow, the next day. But would you just carve out 1 hour, even if it's in 15-minute segments, 1 hour a week in 15-minute segments where you just do something for you because it motivates you to love you, to care for you, to nurture you, to be vulnerable with you, to be grateful for you, to let yourself nurture, honor, adore, love, and cherish you. And I'll say an hour because really, an hour in a week, you spend a lot more time, and I know I do, on Netflix, right? So you can do this. For those of you that are like the real quick starters, I say an hour every day. Hour every day. I double dog dare you to take an hour every day to just be for you. No phone, or if you have to carry your phone with you, because it's always good right now in the world to carry something with you. Put it on silent airplane mode or something like that until you actually require it. Get off of Facebook, get off of WhatsApp, and give yourself the space while you're taking a walk, while you're sitting in the sun, while you're opening the window and feeling the breeze, to ask yourself, what nurtures me? If you've never asked that question, to do what nurtures you. If you've been wanting to take a dance class, don't wait for the studio to open. Turn on YouTube, get in your backyard, and do your thing. Okay? If it's reading a book or taking a class or learning a new language, just do it. Don't wait for the time to do it. Create the space for do it, and the time will expand. Guarantee it. So if you like a little bit of this, or you know anybody that it would be beneficial to potentially hear, feel free to share it with them. Like this if you like it. Let me know if there's something you would like me to speak about or something you would like to hear about in the comments, or you can email customercare@drlisacooney.com. Certainly, if you're find this beneficial or would like to know when I'm going live, you can subscribe and know when I'm going live. I'm happy to have all of you here. I'm just going to be finishing up soon. I'm doing these cage talks, which is part of the Roar technique that I am the creator of. And man, they're stretching me in really beautiful ways to pragmatize through a couple of questions, how to become your own internal physician when you know that something's going on that isn't actually benefiting you, and how to change that. And we just did one on addictions and compulsions yesterday, which actually surprised me. In fact, all of them surprised me because these are topics that I've talked about. Hi, Jesna. That I've talked about for 20-something years. And what's coming out now, it just seems so full on for the vibe out in the world right now, that if you're struggling a little bit, or you want to get your mind going in a different direction, you want to get free from the invisible cage, as I call it, take a look at these cage talks. We have addictions and compulsions in the shop now. We have the earth talk in the shop now, body, relationship, money. And I'm sure there's one that I've forgotten or something. But we also have some more. Those are on Mondays and Thursdays for the next couple of weeks. We're going to do some things on healing, on secrets, on pain, on living. Yeah, it helped me. Good, I'm glad. And also on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm doing some readings from my books that I have behind me. Lies of Money, Creating After Abuse, Radically Alive Beyond Abuse. I started with Creating After Abuse because that's the newest one, but I might be putting some oldies but goodies up over the next couple of weeks. If we're live streaming on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, so feel free to join wherever it works for you to join. Hello, Nicoletta. Hello, anybody that I might have missed. Kamina. Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing well. And really, wherever you are, whatever contribution that I can be for you, receive it and take it. Because that's what these lives are really about, is being a contribution. I love K-Talks. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. I'm loving them too. Part of me still, after all these years, like, oh my God, do I really have something else to say that can, really contribute? And I'm learning so much from it. And some other things came out yesterday that hadn't been before. And it's always good to stretch yourself, even if you've been teaching or facilitating or being a part of something for a long time. It's never the same. It's always different. And that's just like, your food and your body. Your body doesn't crave the same food every day. Nurture yourself by asking what it would like. Nurture your body by asking, would it like to go for a walk? How would it like to move? Would it like some water? Would it like to be around somebody? Would it like a hug? Would it like a sanitized hug even? Would it like to, go out to dinner and sit 6 feet apart or something like that? Give it to yourself. Give it to yourself. Give it to yourself. It's like, I've been taking these Spanish lessons, and I've been promising myself I was going to take Spanish lessons. It's one of the things that nurtures me for a very long time. And then finally, it was just like, I just pressed the button. I looked on something online over the one weekend, and then I've been doing it 3 times a week ever since. While I may not be fluent yet, I do know a lot of different things, and I just created the space in my very busy calendar, my very busy life, because I wanted to. And then all of a sudden, there became more space. That's nurturing. All right, my friends. Also, we have the Embracing Your Roar Jumpstart tools. You can look on those at drlisacooney.com as well. And you'll also see them on the live streaming Facebook ads and things like that. So sign up for it. There's some really great stuff. This is all about being a contribution to you, and it's free. All right, my friends, if nobody has told you that they love you today, I certainly do. Love yourself enough to nurture you today, through the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And if I could be of a greater contribution to you than these lives, please reach out to customer care at drlisacooney.com, and I'll be happy to see how I can contribute. I've got November and December, a lot of live classes between here in Texas and Mexico. So if you're into something about seeing me live, perhaps literally live, but also live online, take a look at that on the events page and see what's happening. All right, my friends. Thank you for that, Tomas. Was a nuclear bomb of change, yesterday's talk on addiction and compulsion. Some of the classes you'll find on drlisacooney.com/events, and some of the classes you'll find on drlisacooneycf.com, different modalities. So see what floats your boat and what you're into, because I'll be there doing that. All right, my friends, remember, you're better than you know. Oops, I lost my earpiece. You're better than you know. You got this. Now go be great. Bye for now.